What's going on, Libra? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the rest of August, or should I say the remainder of August, or else Jigglypuff is going to continue to arrest people. So let me just say the remainder of August. But then even when I say the remainder, it's someone's in the ER. This is you gotta come. This is ridiculous. I'm already, look, 20 seconds into the reading, cancel. F you. I got a lot to say in this reading, but I'm going to try to keep it as robotic as possible. In this reading, I will be taking a look at your overall general energy, what you don't see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides. Sorry. If this general reading happens to resonate with you, please smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already, for future updates, and I would also really appreciate that over here. Libra, thank you for being here so much. I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and pull the energy. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Libra for now until the end of August. Sorry. Ooh. If anyone has ever invested in certain advertisements that have popped up on my phone to basically influence me in a way that you intended was to my detriment, you're going to start to feel that more. You're going to start to feel that more. You know what I mean? Not that you already haven't, but like... Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. So before we get in, first of all, I want to say that there looks like there is a really positive outcome to this reading. A lot of you Libra men out there could really score it in love. Like, I feel like you have went through a transformation that has led you to this moment. And if you're a Libra female watching this, or whatever you are, there's definitely something here about someone that you combining with them. There's something about a new form of making money or improving physical health in your life based on a relationship and based on you. I'm getting like two phoenixes rising from the ashes that are now going to be in a very good relationship. Now, for some of you, this is what I'm going to say. For some of you here, there's a relationship coming in for you for the rest of August that Libra that doesn't necessarily start off like romantically. There can be a challenge around romance, Libra, that for some of you it's like if you're single or whatever, you may meet someone somewhere else. That's not the main story here. So before we get into this reading, let's go ahead and get into the pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe, and these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of for the rest of August, the remainder of August. Okay, so what I want to say as well is that there's something about changing the way that you approach the idea of struggle in your life. Many of you listening have had certain definitions, belief systems, thoughts in your head, ways society works, what you've been told, the way that your life has gone up until this point, that basically the idea is that there's this virtue in like struggling. Like there's this virtue in it. Like, I don't know, I worked on, you know, and there's nothing, like, I'm not trying to make fun of you if this has been your life, but I'm trying to poke fun at you to alleviate you from this. It's like I worked on like 20 different cruise ships just so I could become like the something, and it's like there's a much more direct, easier route to get what you want, and it's almost like some of you have been like doing something that just there's this hardcore in what you don't see coming. There's this shift in your mind for the rest of August where it's like, for some of you this is going to lead to a new lover very quickly, but it's like this switch that goes off where it's like, this doesn't have to, I've been making this way too hard. And that's probably why, if you're being honest with yourself, why you ran into like so much exhaustion. Like, this is not easy. If you want to do what I do, it's not easy. You understand me? And it's like, that may be true, my guy or my girl, but like there's people that can say like, anyone can do what I do, and they're doing the same thing that you do, and they have tremendous success. Now, there's examples that you could give me to counter what I just said, but I'm saying that what I just said exists, and you can't deny that. So you have the option of continuing to struggle or to shift this belief system, because your advice is that there's a major victory coming in for you where you're going to feel loved by many people around you. Okay, there is many people that want to love you at this point, and there's many different frequencies of the word love, right? And that's what's coming. So sorry about that. I'm just pulling the energy how I pull it. So the first energy that you need more of for your own highest good is the heart chakra. Okay, so this is telling you to stop rejecting the love that you are being given by other people at this time. So, for example, in some sort of way, the idea of struggling through life or struggling for love or struggling to improve yourself so that I can manifest someone that I had to like do all this insanity to like get to. And there is beauty in that. If you enjoy that, if that's what you're passionate about, I'm not here to take that away from you, right? But what I'm saying is that people want to give you the advice is that there's a lot of people that want to shower you with love. There's a lot of people that want to give you love right now. But there's something in your vibration that has been blocking it. But even this reading, and as we, the sun just literally a few hours ago switched into Virgo. As you're listening to this, the sun was in Leo. Now, as you're listening to this, the sun is in Virgo. So there's like a very precise, perfect form of a love cleanse coming into your life. And it starts with speaking from the heart chakra, This shows you that your tank is running on empty in terms of love. But that is over now. That has been what it's been. That's not what it is anymore. Okay, so the heart chakra is what you need more of, to be in a state of to take another person as a part of yourself. How am I the same as this person? Why would I reject someone that admires me? Or why would I not show a admiration for someone that I respect? Because there seems to be a lot of things getting in the way of that. You also have speak from the heart. You need to communicate your personal truth to someone is what this is saying. And your opportunity is what? Ace of Pentacles, which is about communicating and potentially even making an offer, or once again receiving, the ability to receive something in the physical. A lot of you could be getting gifts from people at this time, but you could be getting more, but there's something that's blocking it, right? So you also have speak from the heart here. So speak from the core of yourself. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna have to just see what this is about. I'm not going to answer it right at this moment because it will shift the energy a little bit too much. But you do have speak from the heart here. Okay, speak from the heart. And this says that speak from the core of your yourself rather than being overly mental is what I'm going to check. Like whatever it is in love, business, because it seems like whatever you put your mind to is going to flourish for the rest of August for you. I guarantee you that. But there's some sort of thing about you have the energy that you need more of is speak from the heart. And then the challenge is the Knight of Cups. So it's almost like you're stuck in like this weird, awkward fragment where it's almost like you're a little bit autistic here, or you believe that it will be too hard or something like that, for something to land with someone. So speak from the heart rather than being overly mental. Like approach people from a space of a love of like viewing another person as another version of you, basically, another version of you. Okay, that's what's going to get you through this. And like instead of viewing it as like so much separation, because obviously there's some sort of polarity here, especially if this is a romantic situation for you for the rest of August. There's some sort of polarity here, but that seems to be the challenge. Okay, that seems to be the challenge. Yeah. 1 second here. So, like I said, I don't know what's going on because I'm like have so many things I want to like scream into the camera based on things that are not, but we'll see if we get there. But you have comfort is the last card that you need. And so what I'm struggling with relates to your situation, believe me, so just tune into the frequency. But this is the big one. This card says that there's no virtue in struggling. Let go of your attachment to discomfort and to the idea that things need to be hard to be worth something. Now, there's a time and place in life for that, and I wouldn't recommend that for everyone. So, depending on which type of Libra you are, if you're a Sun Libra, if you're a Venus Libra, if you're an Ascendant Libra, if you're a Moon Libra, apply it to that area of your life, please, and don't just like stop striving for things in other areas. But it is saying in some sort of way, if you are a vibrational match to hearing it, and this is why I break it down into the 12 zodiac signs, because it allows me to be much more specific to people. And this says that you are attached to the idea of things that need to be hard earned, like hard won. What are you not letting yourself do or have? Because you think that letting yourself do or have it will mean that you are weak. All right, so maybe this is about some sort of connection that's coming in that you feel like it has to be the perfect date, or it has to be something that is like very it's almost like you're a horse in the stable right now. The frequency that I'm getting, like you're a horse in the stable and you like successfully like prepared for whatever it is that you have going on for the rest of August. But when the thing like lifts up and you're a horse that's about to start running, it's like you're going to be a little bit like you might go too quickly and run into the stable, like or it's some sort of frequency like that where you're overthinking it, you're overdoing it. And like this is a very sensitive subject because I have so much respect for the people that dedicate their life to something and struggle and strive and dedicate every single ounce of their being to something in order to achieve it. And once again, there's a time and place for that. But then it's like, in conjunction with that, you have to be able to slip into the fragment that's just like, it is done, like, this is easy, I have the golden touch, it is the Midas touch, it doesn't matter what I do now. And that's what I want to say to you. The only person that's going to get in your own way for the rest of August is you. The work is already done here. So once the work is done, once the foundational work is done, you can then slip into the Midas touch golden frequency of like, it is done, I can now move forward, and whichever way I turn, it will work out well. And then you shift into a parallel reality where everything works out well, everything works out amazing, because you're in that frequency. Because if you're in the frequency of I'm just going to kill myself through working hard and making sure everything's perfect and taking the person out on the date and making sure that you're going to murk yourself through unnecessary hard work when the work was already done. So you see, some of you have been struggling your whole life to get to this very point, and you are going to potentially F it up by just like not, once again, realizing that everything that you've struggled with in your whole life has prepared you for this moment. You can shift into the Midas touch and actually provide something based on the work that you've already done. because the opportunity is the Ace of Pentacles here. And this is all about a new beginning in the physical world. This is physical. This is not mental. This is not emotional. This is not spiritual. This is, well, everything is connected, right? But this is a physical thing. I feel like this is about receiving a certain offer here that's coming in for you. For some of you, if it's connected to a work situation, there might be like, there's just this excess potential around it. Like, approach me as if I'm not an alien. Approach this person as if they're normal. Because that's what they are if you make them in your head, kind of. So what I'm saying is, why is there this excess potential? I don't know. Why is your challenge the Knight of Cups? I don't know. Maybe you secretly, for some of you here, it's like, this is the challenge of romance, you know, being overly romantic. You know what I mean? Like, that's even what's going on with me right now. And I said I wasn't going to get into this, but like, let's stop romanticizing this, people. Stop effing. We're not doing what happened in the other city here. We're not. Everything is code. We're gonna see how he reacts to this without saying anything. You cannot do this anymore. I don't care who thinks it's funny. I don't care what thinks this is how it needs to be done. This is a recipe for disaster. I don't care if you think whatever's not. Is it working how it is now? No. So stop trying to set me up with no communication, with no anything. What I'm gonna do pretty soon on this channel, I think I have to do it. I am gonna get a PO box. And I'm going to say, if anyone in the whole wide world would like to contact me, you can send something to my P.O. box. I don't have it right now. I might as well be like, whatever. But stop. This is who, like, this is so stupid. Okay? You need to grow up. Okay? I don't. Well, let's just show you your overall general energy. And see, this is me being very nice. Will you do the same? I don't. Your overall general energy is the Death card, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress card. The Death card, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress card. So what I intuitively picked up, and I'm picking up, is that as you're watching this, and something to do with the sun shifting out of Leo into Virgo, but something is happening right now here for you, Libra, that this is a spiritual transformation. The major arcana has to do with death transformation, not literally, spiritually. You've gone through a transformation where you're ready to receive the fruits of your labor. The question is, can you shift from excess potential and basically everything has to be so hard. I worked so hard for this and now I'm here and I'm going to work so hard, and then you just get destroyed? Or can you shift into the I'm already here, I already got it? Because that's what you're meant to do. The Empress and the King of Pentacles, this could be a very powerful couple. You could, there can be, if you're a female Libra watching this, there can certainly be a male that really is just like, okay, what you need to understand, Libra, if you're a female Libra watching this, I think that there's been a slow transformation in someone's life where they really want to be with you, but there's something about a transformation going on with that. If you're a Libra female watching this, you could also be being like offered something by someone who, because of your own narcissism, is like, you're not in, you know, I don't know, I'm the Empress, but you're only the King of Pentacles. And that may be where they're at. And so that's why there's this love romance difficulty here. Someone could be being overly romantic with you, or like making it overly hard for themselves, and you're just like, this could be way easier, but you got to do whatever you got to do. But there also may be other things that is all happening in divine timing. But nevertheless, I see there being a happy couple here. Okay, but for a lot of you, what's going to happen is that there's going to be something to do with your business that leads to an awkward romantic situation in your... See, this is where all the cross watchers flip out, like, what? My girl is working and there's going to be romance and work? Well, potentially, my guy. Because you have the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles, and then you have the Knight of Cups in your challenge. So this can be kind of like a situation to do for some of you with an awkward, unrequited love situation in a workplace for the rest of August. That can certainly be going on. Fit it to your situation. That is what I'm picking up on. At the same time, there can be a relationship here that's opening up here, but once again, there's a challenge to, because once again, I don't know. There's just, whether it's business, love, there's excess potential. Shift out of it has to be so freaking hard. Like, someone could have already approved of you in their mind, and you're just like, I bought not enough flowers. If I bought one more, that would have done it, but I didn't because I am shaming myself based on my childhood, and you don't even know it, and you're just like, oh, I don't know. But you have the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, and what you don't see coming. And what you don't see coming. So, I feel with this energy and what you don't see coming, there certainly is going to be a lot of hard work, and maybe having a more playful approach to your work is what I get very strongly here, or even having a playful approach to relationships or whatever it is that you have going on here. There's something about, like, you need to have a logical switch in your mind to basically reduce the amount of excess energy that is not really important, that has been clouding your whole goddamn life up until this point. You can directly go for something that you want, is what I'm getting, but there has to be a switch in order to do that. Here's your advice, though, and this is where it gets really magical. There also could be a Queen of Swords that's, like, involved in this here, Libra, that you didn't know. If you're a female Libra watching this here, this can certainly be about a third-party situation, but it doesn't have to be. But let me just, but it looks happy, like it looks good. I mean, in your advice, you have the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and also the 10 of Cups. So this is all about public victory, social interaction, celebration, and your long-term emotional goals coming into play. And it really does speak to the Comfort card, speak from the heart and the heart chakra. But once again, your victory here, Libra, and I want you to take this as a painful lesson that maybe some of you can recognize where you went wrong with this in the past, where it was all about, like, no one... I think that a lot of you have shot yourself in the foot by basically making everything hard in your life. And then at the appropriate time, when you're ready to receive the fruits of your labor for the work that you put in, you couldn't switch it into you couldn't become Santa Claus. You had so much excess potential that you didn't even believe in your own work, which is why you were holding on to it so tightly. You're holding on to the frequency of everything has to be so hard. Now, how do you just wave a magic wand and actually switch into the frequency of the Midas touch properly? Well, I would say that some of us are chosen, and some of us need to understand our birth charts. And no matter what, our birth charts are literally it is the metaphysical underlying energy that gives life to our bodies in the simulation, to our whole life in the simulation. So if you want to learn how to switch into struggle to receiving, book a birth chart reading with me right now. I swear to God, it will change your life. And I appreciate all the patience for all my clients, because I don't half-ass the readings. What I'm trying to say is that Spirit wants you to have a major victory, proper social interaction, and with a lot of people. This, like, you know, this is such a positive reading for me to say this, but there's been people, spades, soul contracts that you've had that have been destined to celebrate your success, and the time to recognize that they're still there, you just have to recognize it this time, instead of being like, I'm like fighting against the people that want to support me without even knowing it. This can happen in love, career, whatever. I swear to God, it's been happening for you. So take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't, right? But that's really what I got. Let's do a couple clarifications. I want to do the challenge first. Yeah. Why is the Knight of Cups in your challenge? Six of Wands. Six of Wands is also in your advice. Yo, you have it in the bag. You need to come from the heart here. You need to act as if it's already done, because vibrationally something already is done. And then it's done. You won. And then you switch into this weird ass fragment at the worst possible second. And you want to know, you got to check your septiles for that. You need the esoteric astrology for that. Because all of us throughout our life, we can put in the work, we can release, but then you still run into some sort of thought form that hits you it's waiting for you there. And if you're ready for it, you'll know how to sidestep it. But if you're not ready for it, if you don't even know what it is, you're going to succumb to it. You see, what this is about is it's like at the moment where your life is meant to change and you're meant to be like mature, open-hearted, you're meant to be someone who has open heart chakra, speak from the heart, comfort, while working hard, while being successful, all of it, because those are the people that people look up to. Those are the people that people love. Those are the people that I love. But instead, take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. There's something about the whole package is hard for you to really do here. Two of Pentacles, you start doubting yourself at the last second here. Yeah, you start because there's something about the stiff energy has been to overcompensate for something. You also have the Four of Cups and the World card. So this is an ending to rejection. This is an ending to you not really, I just don't know how to finish I just don't know how to approach, I just don't know how to, you have a problem with at the last goddamn second, all your doubts start to come in and they've conquered you in the past. But guess what? That's done. That's not going to happen anymore. For you, it's not. It's not. So can you let that land today? Can you? Because I want to say a lot more about not just this reading, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to leave this establishment like this. With that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your August. Peace.